So do you like someone who can give banter as much as they can take it?
Listen, I'm like king of banter.
Bold statement.
What?
I'll tell you if
Do
you
you
king
like
of
banter?
Yeah, I love banter.
Sick, innit?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for tuning in. As you guys know, follow us on the YouTube,
Abe's working on his intro.
Twitch.
Not on Twitch.
not
You
on
introed
Twitch,
to
yeah.
something. We're not. YouTube, Spotify, Instagram,
X.
TikTok, X. Yeah, I always forget about X. I don't know if we're on TikTok. I might have made that up.
I'm not on TikTok, so.
Well, anyway, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with episode 50.
I know.
Actually, do go like, comment, subscribe on YouTube and Spotify in particular, but we are on X too.
Bro, a half a century of
and
Fs.
follow us on Instagram. Yeah, half a century of episodes. So when we post this on Spotify, it asks what season we're on, and I just always put
Season one,
and then episode whatever. At what point are we on season 2? We are
I
past
feel like
the year
season
mark.
2 would be like 100.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it might as well be. It's not going to
Or
be
we can do it at 50.
74. Yeah, I mean, the next one could be
67.
whatever gets the clicks. Right?
67 will get the clicks for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's just Abe and I today. I will say, though, we do have the double cam still going live. No more watermarks. Abe made us pay for the subscription that took that away. So thank him.
How good does it look, though?
Yeah,
How
I mean,
clean are we?
I know. Look
This
at that.
looks so clean.
We do have to work on looking in the camera.
We're
Alex,
still getting used to it.
it's something I still can't do if I ever do Beck Bros too, but we will look at the camera.
We're trying.
I mean,
our
when
best
we're
here.
doing this angle, we're kind of conversing,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe a little bit less. Anyway, we did miss a week, if I'm not mistaken, so we do have a jam-packed episode, a ton to talk about. We're gonna probably intro with World Series, but the NBA is well on its way. The NFL, we're about halfway through, maybe a little past halfway through even.
Last week was week 9, so halfway point, yeah. Trade deadline's coming up, so we're getting.
I think it was today. I think
Okay.
it was this afternoon it finally ended. So a lot of hometown hoops moves, but just a lot of interesting moves in general. The Jets made a big move.
Cowboys made a couple moves.
Yeah.
Some teams out there trying to make it to the playoffs, man.
Yeah, there's a trip that I can recap the group on that was pretty fun that has to do with some sporting event, so that'll be cool.
Yes.
But I still think, and I mean, soccer there's things happening. El Clasico
There's
went
a lot
down.
going on.
Yeah, so we'll
Champions
dive into
League's in full
that.
swing.
Yeah, and with that, I think it's only right that we do start with the Nation League, or what is it? Nation Team.
Okay.
Little
Bring it back, yeah.
brain surge,
game.
whatever we want to call
Do you want to go with numbers for our 50th episode first? Or do you
Oh,
wanna
you're
jump
right.
into
You're
the
right.
game?
I'm sorry. I do have 2.
I have 2 as well.
So it's
I
okay.
have 3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start doing a how many can you get. I really didn't look into this at all either. So this is truly off the brain, which it always is.
Okay, you can go first because
It always is off. I never do look it
Obviously,
up,
yeah.
by the way.
no research.
But this time in particular, I really didn't look it up.
I'll give you number 1 because this is I believe you're going to go for this guy. It's so relevant at this time. So.
Okay. I don't have a relevant guy, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Who do you have?
That's quite interesting.
Oh, no, I don't have him,
Oh
dude.
my
yeah, he's not
gosh.
on my list.
Really? Okay.
You're going to go.
Then let me go first. Then.
Yeah. Hold on. Look into the camera because
Let me
he's
go
like,
first.
he's like your twin, right?
Yeah, my guy, the Bold Brotherhood in the building, just came off a back-to-back MVP. But Mookie Betts for the Dodgers, number 50.
Nice. Yeah, no, I did not have him. I should have. Don't know why I didn't. But I essentially I got one. I was like, all right, cool. Let me think if there's anyone else. And these guys kind of are similar. The first one I'm going to go with is Zebo, Zach Randolph.
Zebo, okay.
Pretty sure he's number 50
Yeah.
for Memphis and Portland.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you want to go? I mean, the second,
And then
I
I
guess,
go
doesn't
back.
matter at this point. Not that this part's
So,
not really a competition.
I was going to go with basketball as well, but David Robinson?
Yeah?
David
Yeah.
Robinson, Spurs, one of the Twin Towers. I believe 50.
Yeah, no, he's
That was my
50,
number
you're
2.
right. That's crazy because I love David Robinson and I did not have him either.
I thought you had him
But
for
my
sure.
guy's another big man. You're gonna have to correct me on this. I think Zebo and David Robinson were easy enough to confirm. Theo Ratcliffe?
I can't say yes or no.
We're gonna look into that.
We
one.
need our Jamie. Where's Jamie?
Yeah, Theo Ratcliffe though is my second one. Let me just look into that.
Double Checo.
But who was your third? I guess it wasn't Theo Ratcliffe.
My third was just like a joking one, but 50 Cent Mets pitching the worst first pitch of all time. But he's just number 50 Cent. Had to throw him in there. Had to shout him out.
On a technicality, it's gonna have to count. Yeah, I got Theo Ratcliffe.
Huge.
For the Sixers and for the Lakers wearing number 50. So
That's a good pull because
There you
I
go.
would not have pulled that at all.
honestly, that is not how I remember Theo Ratcliffe looking, but I guess it's just like a nostalgic brain pull from the early 2000s. All right, Abe, we'll play to 3.
Yeah.
That's what we usually play to. Okay, we'll play to 3. I'll start with country just so that we can move forward quicker.
Gotcha.
And you start with the team.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Dortmund.
Spain. Dortmund, Spain. Why do we always do this on the first one? It's tough.
Gotta get into the flow first. We're in Spain.
Right backs, left backs. I feel like there's got to be a center mid.
That's all that Spain has. The center mids.
Because there are Spanish players in the Bundesliga, but Dortmund, no.
Dortmund, like I feel like their young players always go through their academies in Spain. So there's not like a young player that'll go to Dortmund and then come back to Spain. You know what I mean?
If we ever miss one like this, feel free to comment below. But I don't have Dortmund, Spain.
I don't either.
All right, push. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go country now.
Yeah, that's fine. 3, 2, 1.
France.
Madrid.
Mbappe.
Why did I freeze?
I froze too. I thought you would add that for sure.
There's so many.
I know.
There's
You're going
not
to
too many.
Camavinga.
Yeah. Holy cow. All right. 1-0.
I'm on the Clubies.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Bayern.
England. Hurricane. That was you.
Oh, let's go. I appreciate you for giving me that.
I
Let's
think
go.
it was you, right? I felt like it was you.
I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah, we'll replay.
Instant replay.
Replay in slow mo.
It's going to VAR.
Dang. All right. Big comeback. Big comeback. Big comeback. Your country. I'm
country.
club.
Yes. All right. I'm good.
3, 2, 1.
Brazil.
Arsenal.
Gabriel.
Martinelli. That felt more like a tie.
Yeah, it was a tie.
All right.
I'll give that to you.
No, we can tie. We can tie.
It's funny because I went Gabriel. You could say like Gabrielle and Martinelli.
Gabrielle Martinelli. Yeah, you're right. They're all Gabrielle. Okay, we'll just tie. We'll just tie.
I'll go club. Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
PSG.
Spain.
Fabian
Ferreira.
Ruiz. That was you got it out because I had a longer
I
name.
finished first, technically.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might have started at the same time, but I finished first.
I had a longer name. I gotta go for the short names, man.
All right.
I'm gonna go
2-1.
countries right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm not ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Italy.
Manu. Damien. What the
Darmian?
Darmian.
Is
Yeah.
his name Darmian?
No. Is it?
It's Darmian.
Is he Italian?
He is Italian.
Are you getting the
No,
point or am
you-
I
you
getting
got-
the
you get
point?
it.
All right.
Okay, we'll go down.
right back.
Yeah.
Left
Matteo
back.
Darmian,
Maybe
I
left
think,
back. All right. Cool.
Hey, that's a good pull. That's my team. Like,
Thanks. Yeah.
Get that.
All right. 2-2.
I'm going club here.
Rubber match. I'm country.
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Liverpool.
Argentina.
McAllister. That was a tie.
Oh,
That was a tie.
It's tight.
That was a tie. We're getting better at this game. This is
This
is crazy.
I'm sweating. Are you sweating? All right.
I'm country.
Why do we know how to do this now? Remember, we used to not even be able to do that part.
Yeah.
All right, I'm club. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
England.
Arsenal. Jack Wilshere.
I just fumbled so hard on that one.
England, Arsenal.
English
yeah.
Premier League.
Yeah.
In England,
Oh,
nationality.
the comeback. Sorry,
hell
you're
of a
sweet.
Hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Okay. All right.
That's good content. That's good content right
Yeah,
there.
that was good. That was good. My blood is flowing. And don't worry, for those of you that are not soccer fans, we're transitioning back to the States.
Yes,
We got
sir.
the World Series, America's pastime.
Mhm.
First
Dude,
on the
America's
docket.
pastime is back too. Did you
Yeah.
see the numbers come in?
I did. Actually, I saved the tweet. Unfortunately, all of my saved Instagram stuff is on the phone that is recording right over there. So that stinks. But Abe, I did see that it was either double or 10 million more, or
I
it
believe
was kind of the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
number-ish anyway. Game
lot
7
more.
of the World Series versus Game 7 of the NBA.
Yes.
Now, I will say, Toronto's got a great fan base, and the Dodgers are America's team to some
Yeah.
extent right now.
Yeah.
OKC, I think real basketball fans appreciate and love. I don't think they're at the point where they're America's team necessarily, even though they are the best team and might be for the next however many
So
years.
young, yeah.
But against Indiana, It's just naturally not
Yeah,
connected.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to make it
A
perfectly
middle America team versus
baseball to basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They're two
I
middle
think
America teams.
I think the matchup
honestly.
does matter because there's a lot of passion in Toronto. So you did have Canada watching too.
So
But
were these numbers just American numbers? Because I'm
I don't know.
thinking, the Japanese fan base has got to be
Through the
locked in.
Japanese,
Yeah.
you're right.
They got
Fabulous.
Yamamoto, they got Shohei,
Oh,
they've
yeah.
got
Roki Sasaki.
yeah, they've got a couple of their players over there. So the numbers from Japan are going to be huge regardless. But if they're included, that'd
be
an
right.
important note to have.
No, that's definitely true. So anyway, but I saw like 10 million more viewers.
Yeah, it was like 10 million more at least.
Honestly though, I guess getting to game 7 is going to be dramatic no matter how you see it.
In any sport. Yeah.
But this was truly, it was a hell of a series the whole way through.
Absolutely.
Some big game, like some blowout. I think one blowout maybe the Blue Jays. Game, it was like a 9-2 win or something at some point 9-2. But a lot of back and forth baseball. And then, of course, Game 7 itself was insane. You have the Blue Jays going up early, 4-2. I don't have the box score perfectly. Maybe it was actually, it was Bo Bichette, if I'm not mistaken, hits a 3-run shot
off of
Shohei to go up 3-0.
Was that the last batter he faced as well?
I don't know.
It was
the third inning. Yeah, it may have been. It may have been. And so, a little bit back and forth until we get to essentially the 9th, where Rojas comes in as a substitution, and he's not really a hitter; he's more of a vibes guy. Decent or good on defense, but had hit 1 home run since the All-Star break, and I think didn't hit any home runs off of right-handers all year. Comes in just like Ricky Davis in the 2016 World Series for the Indians. Yes, the Indians at the time. So technically, I'm not inaccurate there. He hits a home run to tie it up 4-4. Lot of bets busted on that swing. But not only that, the Blue Jays had runners on first and third now in the bottom of the 9th with the game tied. Or, excuse me, this was in the 10th. No, this was with the game tied. You're right, yeah. And Rojas just makes an unbelievable play. Now, it was made harder than it needed to be because he slipped, but like that was a weird hop. A slip happens, and it's like saying, like, when you juke someone out, oh, he slipped. That's potentially going to happen.
Right.
But makes an unbelievable throw home. Will Smith's foot comes up and down. He was out, which is whatever. That was the call.
Yeah,
so good.
The only controversy I saw was from the runner on third base. They said he should have dove face first instead of sliding.
I don't know if that is as much of a reality as his secondary was non-existent. And what I mean by that is when you're taking your lead off of a bag, particularly in that situation, when I got to get home, if the ball's hit on the ground, I have to sprint immediately. As the pitcher lifts his leg and delivers the ball, you take a secondary lead, it's called.
Okay.
And there's an image from, like, not bird's eye view, but high up,
like a
where
drone view.
You can see the runners on first and second, or I don't know if the bases were.
I think the bases were juiced.
Yeah. They're almost halfway to the next base. That's how aggressive their secondary lead is. And I think they call him KFL. It's like Kafir Falafel. I don't know what his last name is, something like that. He's almost like from me to you from third. And that would have absolutely made the difference.
Okay.
So now, there is an instance where, because there's one out, if that ball's hitting the air, or if it's a line drive, you got to freeze and go back and tag. But you need to take the secondary anyway, because if the ball is hit in the air and you have an aggressive secondary, you have plenty of time to get back.
Right.
And then you tag and you go. But the opposite is not true, as evidenced by the play. If you don't take the secondary and it's hit on the ground, and which requires you to run, it does make the whole difference. So that, I think, is much more important than the sliding head first or feet first, because a lot of it is natural. Like, if you're uncomfortable going head first, even if, as far as physics is concerned or whatever, if you're tentative versus your natural swing your feet, kind of like a slide tackle, you just do that, then do that.
Yeah.
Like if that's faster to get down and get there,
However
then
you
do
feel
that.
more
If you
comfortable.
need to slow your rundown and then kind of, then it's not worth it. So,
Got you.
but yeah, definitely the secondary lead.
Okay. That was more important than the overall sliding mechanics.
So, but yeah, anyway, Rojas comes in, makes 2 huge plays. Obviously, the home run from a not home run hitter at all.
Mm-hmm.
Great defensive play. He's got a Van Cleef necklace. He's got like
He's got
$100K on his
He's
neck.
got money,
It's crazy. Really good guy too. I saw his post game interview. Just really happy to have been a part of it. I mean, whatever. He's obviously happy, going to be nice. What is he going to be like? I'm pissed.
They should have played me the whole season.
Yeah. So he comes in, makes 2 huge plays, and then Will Smith takes them in the. I don't remember if it was the 10th or the 11th. It might, but regardless, hits the home run to put the game to give them the lead, and then Yamamoto. In his 3rd inning of work in this game,
who had just pitched the previous night.
Yeah, he came in, gets them out of a jam, I think, or did he start the first? I don't think he started the first inning he came in. I think he got out of Glasnow's jam.
Okay,
and then, because he hit the first batter he faced, and that loaded the bases, and then he gets out of the jam, and he goes 2 more, and they win. So he doesn't let up a run. Very, very like. He gets out of some jams. It wasn't completely shut down, but like still unbelievable that he even came in, which I guess is a great segue. He ultimately wins MVP, and he goes, I think, 17 2/3 innings overall with 2 starts and then 3 innings in relief, which is crazy. I mean, he literally, there's no exaggeration. I'm not tricking you here where I say like he pitched the day before and went 6 innings.
Oh yeah, I know.
But there's no like not the game before and there was a day of rest in between, the day before.
Yes.
And I mean, I'd imagine anybody listening here understands.
With the series on the line as well.
Yeah, if you don't know, starting pitchers take generally 5 days in between.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, he pitched in game 2, a complete game, over 100 pitches. And then came back game 6, and people were already like, oh, if he could give us just a few, that'd be great. And go 6, I think 1 run, maybe shutout.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable from Yamamoto.
Yeah, that was one of the most ridiculous performances. I hope his arm can get some rest now, but he deserved the MVP. And like that game 6, like everything was on the line. The Dodgers were down the series. They needed to win that game. They win that game, and then he comes in and pitches 30 plus more pitches in a game 7, and shutout innings was just you don't see that ever. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I was curious because I was like, how many times has this happened? Now I knew Madison Bumgarner had done something crazy, and he did. So I'm gonna read off a couple of insane performances as far as pitching is concerned for a World Series overall, not just one game. I'm going to keep them. 2 of these are from post 1990 because a lot of these are from before it, and I think that's a little bit annoying. So first, Jack Morris, he went 2-0, but he started 3 games, but I guess 1 was a no decision.
Yeah,
pitched a total of 23 innings. 1.17 ERA, 15 strikeouts. 1 of those was a complete game. They won the World Series, and he was the MVP.
Sheesh.
The complete game was in game 7, and it was also a 10-inning complete game. So like huge.
Yeah.
That was number 2 ever. Number 1 ever was Madison Bumgarner. This was written before Yamamoto.
Yeah.
He'd probably be somewhere in here, but I would say these 2 are even
better than what Yamamoto did.
In 2014, he was 2-0. He was more like Yamamoto. He started 2 games and came in relief for one of them, but had a .43 ERA and pitched 21 innings. 1 of them was a complete game shutout, and I guess that's the craziest part of it. Oh, a .48 whip. So essentially, he pitched 21 innings, which is 3. Like that's like 7 times 3, obviously.
Yeah.
So 3 games worth of starting pitching with 1 runner the whole time. So that's crazy. But the last one, this is Doc Gooden. Now he was a pitcher Bob Gibson. Doc Gooden is in the 80s, but Bob Gibson, he was a 60s pitcher. Now I know it's kind of like basketball where
he's playing against the Plumbers.
Yeah, but 3-0, 1.0 ERA, 27 innings pitched.
3 full games.
Yeah. 26 strikeouts, 3 games started and 3 complete games.
He actually did 3 complete. That's crazy.
Yeah. 3 complete games. I mean, 27 divided by 3 is 9.
I wasn't sure if he had like a relief pitching
Some
out
weird-
here or something. Yeah.
No.
He legit did 3 straight complete games.
Yeah. So those, I mean, what we watched Yamamoto do, don't get me wrong, is incredible. We're very lucky to have seen it, but it's sort of been done before. And he's definitely in the league of very few, but you know, shout out to those people that we just mentioned.
Absolutely.
More on the World Series. I want to talk about, Ernie Clement and Vladdy G. You know what I'm going to talk about here? Or not really?
I do.
All right, I'm going to go let this cat out of the room. You don't have to pause it. But Abe's going to talk to you quick about Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement, he's a guy that most people that are listening to this podcast would not be familiar with, not a household name, but he's up there with Vlad Jr. I believe he had 30 hits in this postseason, which tied a record, maybe broke a record. Can you confirm that? Broke a record for 30 hits in the postseason. Just had an abnormal, just outrageous, crazy postseason. And 30 hits.
Yeah. So it broke a record. Randy Arozarena actually broke the record last year and had 29 hits. But the crazy thing about Clement is that he, like, even up until Game 7 of the World Series, batted 8th in this lineup. But he hit over 400. Vlad, so Clement, great hitter, or as far as getting hits is concerned.
Yeah.
But I don't have the numbers in front of me, but the slugging, I would imagine, is not phenomenal.
Yeah.
Vlad had 28 hits. I think he offered in the last game. I think he was 0 for 4 or 0 for 5.
Okay.
Maybe not. Oh no, he had a double.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. He had a double late.
So then I think he got to 29.
Okay.
But he was dropping bombs too.
He's batting like 400.
Yeah, Vlad might have had like one of the sneaky best postseasons of all time. If they won, it would have been incredible. But I'm like looking at this list, and all the talk is about Ernie, which he deserves, but Vlad is
right
like 2
there.
under him, and then he's also hit
home
6-7 home runs, which is crazy. So it was a real shame. It was really a great series.
Somebody had to lose. That's
and the Blue Jays are young. They got a lot of guys under contract. Like Bichette and Guerrero want to be there, which is huge for them. Trey Savage is a 23-year-old pitcher. He's in single A this year. So he's looking like he's going to be an incredible pitcher for a long time. They probably have some back end pitching stuff that they need to figure out, some older guys, but I don't know. They were exciting to watch. They always are. Dodgers they're great. I mean, they're built for the playoffs. Yeah. We said it in the beginning when the Phillies lost to them. Did they have 110 wins like always? No, but you look at that lineup and it's like they're built to get that late game RBI. They're dangerous at every part. Like even Kike Hernandez and Max Muncy, you want to be like, yeah, I mean they bat 250 maybe just whatever. But yes, exactly. So ultimately, they win. They win the World Series, and I wouldn't say anybody. I don't think anybody should say they didn't deserve it necessarily.
Oh, they 100% deserve. They clawed back from being down 3-2 in Toronto and did their thing and pulled out this series. There's 2 things that I wanted to add into this. I kind of had a little bit of foreshadowing, but I seen a couple of former Phillies in the bullpen for the Jays, which worried me, and my premonition kind of came true. So Sir Anthony, he's no longer Sir Anthony, it's just Anthony Dominguez, and then Jeff Hoffman.
He's been denighted.
Yeah, they're just not it. I'm sorry, Blue Jays fans, but
yeah, honestly, I'm with you there. I mean, they looked exactly how I remember them.
Exactly.
Sir Anthony struggling to find a strike zone. Yeah, I swear we were back. But no, you're totally right, Abe. Funny of you to say that. Yeah, Hoffman looked average, and Dominguez couldn't throw strikes.
Yeah, especially in that Game 7, they both came in and.
Yeah, it's a shame. And honestly, it's funny because you see like Roki Sasaki, he is a starter through and through. He's only 23, if I'm not mistaken. And they put him in the bullpen because he was injured all year. But he was like, listen, coach, I want to help the team and play in the playoffs. He said, well, why don't you close for us every fucking game? It was crazy in the beginning. He closed every game against the Phillies. And this dude kept coming in and throwing 100 every time. Don't care. It's we got 2 games left or 3 games left or 1 game. We're just obviously Yamamoto, the other Japanese robot, outshined him and like pitched a million innings.
But he got him there.
But like,
They helped him there.
don't forget, like Sasaki was the opposite. I mean, I don't mean to Hoffman obviously had a great year, and so did Dominguez, and they were clutching the playoffs, or they wouldn't have gotten so far.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You just when you see the Dodgers bullpen come out, it's like even if they're not good, they just get the job done. Like I look at some of these guys, and like, yes, those Japanese dudes have some filthy pitches. But the Whites,
he's why
they're just like, throwing strikes, hitting spots, and it's I don't know. It's
just a complete team.
Part of winning is the atmosphere, and I don't want to say aura because it's like a weird word to use these days and cringy, but like the aura with which you play. Yeah. So
I think that's the best word to use.
Yeah, I guess this is a good segue to talk about a quick next point here is the Dodgers themselves. Do you feel so they're back to back, first time since the Yankees in the early 2000s. And then before then, I think the Reds in the 70s or something like that, maybe 60s.
Yeah.
Do you feel what the Dodgers are, all things considered, good, bad, different for baseball?
I like it personally for baseball. I like dynasties. I want to see, like I've always said, I want to see owners go out, spend their money, build good teams. It's good for the league. It gets people in their seats. It gets people want to watch them. You want to watch them win. You want to watch them lose, whatever it is. But they may have broken baseball. I know that the collective bargaining is up at the end of next season. And if it's not this year was very, very competitive. Went to 7 games. Last year went to 7 games, I believe, too, right?
I think it did.
Okay. So, they've been competitive. They're phenomenal on paper, and they show up every single postseason. But I think it's good for the game, but we may not see a baseball season past 27 if things don't change and balance out the league.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I honestly do think like the Brewers were very competitive this year, which is a small market team. Toronto, it's good to see them back in the World Series. Phillies lose, which I would call a major market team. They get beat, I guess, by the Dodgers. Yeah. But I don't think baseball is necessarily uneven right now. And I'm not anti-Dodgers. All that being said, I'm not anti-Dodgers by any means. I like it to an extent that I like seeing owners spend their money and win too. Now, if it gets ridiculous, okay, $700 million and then $350 on the back end and then $300 to Mookie and $400 to Freddie or whatever it is. Yeah. I get that sentiment. But I will say they do have some good homegrown players like Kershaw and Will Smith and Kike Hernandez who bounced around, but it's just back now. And then in 2020, when they won, it was even more so. Trophy. There was that was legit. But there was like even Corey Seager was there still, and the Dodgers really have done it with Dodgers players, and like Sandy Koufax is still around, and that Dodgers baseball culture is pretty legit. So I don't ever want to really speak poorly about them. Yeah. They opened the season in Japan a week early, which is a pain in the balls for players, like. Then they come back and they have a week break, and then they kind of restart opening day somehow. They traveled to different places to make it worldwide. If it's going to be the Dodgers, it's going to be the Dodgers. It used to be the Yankees, and right now it's the Dodgers. They're that worldwide team, particularly because of the geographical location and proximity to Asia. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't hate seeing the Dodgers win for some reason. It seems like a good organization, and they I don't know. Like if the Marlins were winning, like I've been to Marlins games. No, sorry, Juan, but it's like
the atmosphere is dead.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked the Dodgers since I was young. Yeah. Even like when they had like James Loney and Carl Crawford and stuff.
It's a historic franchise.
And they haven't always been this great. Honestly, it's not like the Yankees, but. Yeah, I'm not anti-Dodgers being great. I think the pitching staff kind of gets out of hand when you think about Glasnow and Snell. But what are you going to do? They're willing to pay the price, and so they do it.
So one thing with some of the Japanese pitchers, I know that some of them have been offered more money to play elsewhere, but they signed with the Dodgers. Yeah. Is there anything that we can do? Not we, but that can combat that? You want to play with Shohei, you want to play with your friends that you've played with the national team with. It's geographically close to Japan, so your family and friends can watch at home. You got millions of supporters there. So I don't know if there's a way to combat that.
I don't know how legit this is, honestly, especially with like the political climate with where it is. I feel like somebody would say something, but in like Premier League history and in like the baseball league I played in over in France, there was regulation around you can only have, I think, 4 or 5 non-French citizens on your team.
Mm-hmm.
It felt weird for me at first because it was like, oh, that's interesting, but it's just to promote baseball
Within the
French
yeah.
people. But that was the case in Serie A, in the Premier League, in League One.
Mm-hmm.
That
I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure
not
it still is the
anymore
case.
because it's so well.
It's
You can have a
tough to
whole
get
starting
visas as
11
well.
with no English players.
How many teams have that?
Not many.
Yeah.
But even so, but that's part of that's going to be organic, obviously,
Yeah.
just because
There's so much talent. Yeah.
But genuinely, there was regulation around. 8 of your 11 starting players have to be English, and it's not there's no segregation or racism there whatsoever. It's just the rule because some of this needs to be now. The problem, I think, is that was to promote the sport. This would be that was to promote English players to play.
Mm-hmm.
This would be to stop Japanese players from playing on a particular team.
Yeah.
So if there was regulation where you were like, you can only have five
Japs.
and you're out, pick and choose carefully. I mean, it could work, but I feel like
it's a
little dangerous making that rule.
Yeah. It's too specific.
It's not like you need this amount of this. It's you're not allowed this many of that.
I mean, just like for competitive balance, but I guess like it's still competitive if teams are going to game 7, so it's not where it's out of control.
True. You're right. It's not like they swept everybody.
Yeah.
And like even this year, I'm pretty sure the Diamondbacks, what is it? Diamondbacks, Giants, Rockies, and Padres. So I believe it was Giants and Padres, and even the Diamondbacks were like flirting with
Playoff
wild card or, being competitive even for winning that division. So we'll see. I mean, again, it was very competitive, and it was a nice series to watch. So overall, I think good for baseball. They outperformed basketball by 10 million. So
it
is what it is.
For America's pastime, getting back to its roots.
Yeah. All right. Enough baseball. Let's talk NFL. So, our friend Alex has been telling us about this whole ESPN, Disney, YouTube TV.
Get on
not
cable,
working.
boys.
Yeah.
Get back to
So there's
cable.
a lot of football missed this weekend by many people.
No Monday Night Football is atrocious.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. That being said, obviously we are following scores. We have our fantasy football.
I don't encourage you to pirate content, but I'm not stopping you.
Anyway, Abe, why don't you walk us through some of the bigger games you wanted to talk about, or storylines that either happened this weekend or have happened since we last connected that are of interest?
Storylines that I like. Do we want to talk about fantasy, or do we want to talk about?
I think ultimately like reality, but if fantasy is what gets you there, then that's totally fine. I mean, if you want to talk Jonathan Taylor, then JT and the Colts is worth talking about.
Dog. I feel like he scores a touchdown every single week. I don't know how it's plus money for him for a TD parlay. I don't know.
No, it can't.
2 TDs might be.
It might be worth taking. Still.
Yeah.
Ironically, though, we bring up JT. I think they lost this week. I think they got I don't want to say blown out, but the Steelers kind of handled them. They were ahead all game. Let me see if it ended up being a blowout. I want to say it was like 27-10.
27-20.
27-20
to the Steelers.
Oh, I guess they scored late. But yeah, I mean the Colts. So the where we left the Colts was actually, we said it was a team we were wrong about. Yeah. So I guess we can say we were very wrong about them, or maybe we pumped the brakes. They are 7-2, so they have kept winning. If you remember though, Mike was saying Mike's contention was that yes, they haven't played anybody, and since then they smoked the Chargers, and they beat the Titans. So the Titans win means nothing, but beating the Chargers by 14 and putting a 38 bomb on them really does say something. So they play the Falcons next week. I don't know that a big win there really convinces me, but then they go Chiefs, Texans, and then back to the Jags. So the Chiefs, I believe in. If they beat the Chiefs, I'm actually pretty convinced in the Colts, to be honest with you. But and the Texans, I would have said and they are 3-5, but they've been playing some good football. So
Stroud had a good week.
But he got hurt. He got hurt though.
He's hurt.
Yeah. So maybe not. We'll see if he plays. But I'm still a little bit confused on the Colts. I think where I sit with them is maybe where I sat with the Vikings last year. How do you feel about that? Where, if you remember, we were saying real threat in the playoffs or just making the playoffs. Right now, I think Colts are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
unless they have a historic meltdown.
Yeah.
Do you believe they're a threat if they were to make it?
I do. JT is their running back. He's potential MVP candidate at this given time. Daniel Jones playing the best football that he's played in his NFL career so far. Defense is playing particularly well. I mean, they gave up 27 to the Steelers, but they've been pretty good all season. They made a big trade in the last couple of hours that we'll get into. But I do think they are legit, and this is like a full 180 from my preseason view. I did not have them getting this far, but I do think they can be trouble because of the talent they have and how well Daniel Jones is playing. And then the running game is legit. Their offensive line is legit. So that's always a problem. If you can run the ball, you're going to be a problem in the NFL.
Yeah, and I don't see why we need to wait any longer to talk about that trade deadline acquisition. They gave up 2 first-round picks for him.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It is.
But
they got a
the
shutdown.
New York Jets do have Sauce Gardner sent over to the Colts.
Yeah.
It's a huge I mean, he's great. He might be – well, no, that's not true. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 or 3 cornerbacks where you could be like, they're better.
Yeah.
But – I was gonna say he's maybe the best in the league. He's
up there. He's in conversations.
He's a top 5 cornerback.
Yeah.
In other years, he would definitely be potentially the best. Mm-hmm. Maybe he will be one day. He's still very young. That being said, I don't have a great eye for what they're missing on defense. So I don't know that it's like, oh, they needed a corner and they got one of the best. But I don't think they would give up 2 first-round picks if that wasn't the case. They're 7-2. They've certainly beat up on some bad teams.
You got to play who's in front of you.
If they're moving 2 first-round picks for a guy who we know to be a defensively changing player, that tells me that their front office is ready to go, and like they're going for the Super Bowl here. They believe in Daniel Jones. Their wide receivers are a little. There's no superstar. They all just play their role really well.
Pittman's good. Pierce is good. Tyler Warren didn't even say anything.
Dude,
mentioned Tyler Warren.
He's so good. I have him in Dynasty. I'm so excited. I got him in Judkins in my Dynasty.
That's not bad.
Very good, very nice. Yeah. I actually had Tet too. I got drafted all 3 of them.
Ooh, I love Tet.
Yeah, I traded him though. I got another first for next
year.
He's
in Carolina?
He is in Carolina. And I have 5 first-round picks for the 2027 year, and for 2026. To be honest with you, not to
pick man.
Yeah, not the flex, but 2027 Dynasty. I want Jeremiah Smith and I want Ryan Williams so bad, dude. That would change everything. Yeah, but I have half of the drafts.
Yeah,
so it's actually possible.
You're positioning yourself.
There's a kid who did a similar thing, and he's got Caleb Williams, Ninjigba, Gibbs, Bijan,
Ooh, I
Chase,
love Gibbs,
Harrison. Like he has all the young and Love. And Bowers.
How many people are in this league?
10.
Oh, really? That's not that big of a league.
I think, 10. Could be wrong. Pretty sure it's 10. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, Colts seem legit, but I think there's a chance they're not as great as we think they are. One team I actually am a bit more confident on, but I would say I was only slightly higher on going into the season, are those Patriots. I'm generally anti-ACC quarterback, or maybe it's UNC in particular, but that dude, Drake May, is a bad man. He looks really, really good.
Yes, he does.
The offense is functioning very patriotically, which I find interesting because there's new coaches, there's
they got Stephon Diggs into the mix as well.
Stephon Diggs is involved, and he's even doing it. I heard him giving like really constructive advice to the coach, or saying like, "Hey, I can be your voice. What do you need me to tell them?" I'm like, that is not you, dude. You're usually flirting with pregnant ladies. What's going on here? But yeah, so the Patriots also 7-2. It feels like the ball gets spread out really well there. It's a tough fantasy play, which is always Patriots like offense because you never know who's going to get the ball. It's like a new guy every year or every game, every week.
Yeah, like
has 100 yards and a touchdown, and then it's you, and then it's you. But I mean, that's how they win. I think they've had some legit wins, if I'm not mistaken. They beat the Falcons this past week, but in previous weeks, they blew out the Browns, blew out the Titans, which they should, blew out the Saints, beat the Bills, blew out the Panthers, beat the Dolphins, and I guess that's it. I think the rest is preseason. So yeah, I mean, like the teams that stink, they blow out.
Yeah.
And the teams that are competitive, they beat.
Yeah.
7-2. I like the Patriots more than I like the Colts right now. What do you think?
Patriots more than the Colts? So who do you have in the MVP race right now? Would you have Drake May above Jonathan Taylor? No, you have.
I think I have JT.
I
We're going to talk about that in a sec. I actually have to do my clicking around a little bit here. Drake May's in that well, I don't want to spoil that, but I think I would have JT over Drake May.
Okay, and as far as teams, I think I would go Colts, just the way that they're able to run the football and the way that Daniel Jones looks. He looks like the best version of himself.
Fair enough.
And he's got a little bit more experience than Drake May. The Colts they're just on a roll. I don't know. Everything seems to be going so well for them at this moment.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I just think the floor is lower for the Colts, which is why maybe I'm just generally more confident about what the Patriots could do.
I am excited about this team. I don't know their record, but let me pull this up. But that will be the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, that definitely worth talking about. That was a Sunday night game.
I think I was pretty high on them coming into the season. I don't know, in the NFC West, I think I had them above where you guys had them above. But Sam Darnold,
dude, he's slinging that thing.
Yeah.
That boy is slinging that
he's
thing.
He's not bad, and JSN is having a hell of a season.
Yeah, 600-yard games already this year.
Yeah. Neil's loving them on his fantasy team right now. But the offense is just moving the ball. They just score points, and Samuel Darnold's the head of that, and they're playing so well.
Yeah, I mean they shut down the Commanders on Sunday. It was belt to ass.
BTA.
I don't know how much.
I didn't catch too much of it. I see the score.
Yeah, no, it was worse. It was 38-14, and it was worse than that. I mean, it was an ass whooping. So yeah, no, the Seahawks. I mean, I had them. I want to say behind the Rams and who else is in that division? The Niners. Yeah. Well, the Cardinals are not them. There. I definitely had the Seahawks finish in third, and they still might. But the Niners aren't winning as many games as I think they expected to. Although, what are they? 500? No, they're 6-3.
Yeah, Mac Jones is playing really well as well.
So I mean, like the Seahawks might still end up in third.
Yeah, the NFC West is what the NFC North was last year.
Yeah, but they look great.
3 10-win teams.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more niche things in the NFL. I do want to just finish up with 2 more games, but really just to talk about the teams in general. The Rams blew out the Saints. I'm sure you noticed because of Devontae Adams.
2 tugs.
2 tugs. Yeah. Puka got one. Kieran got one. If you took the touchdown parlay on that game, you probably nailed it because it's exactly who you thought was going to score. So if you went, running back, receiver, you probably nailed it. Rams look great. We kind of just alluded to that with the Seahawks thing. Seahawks we're both impressed with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Rams are outranking them right now.
We expected the Rams to be.
Yeah, sure. Trying to hold off on this segue, but MVP conversation, interesting if we start talking about the Rams. Yes. But before we get there, Bills Chiefs.
There was a game of the week,
28-21.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say, last week we talked a little bit about the Chiefs. They're seeming to look more legit.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other. My next statement is going to sound controversial, but I just want to prelude. I think the Chiefs look great. I think they're even Super Bowl contention. That's how good I think they look.
If they got 15, they're always a Super Bowl contention.
That being said, the Bills outclassed them all game.
Yeah.
This score is not definitive of what the game looked like. There were some weird calls, both like play calls for the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
towards the end of the game where they threw the ball and clearly should have ran it just for clock purposes. But like James Cook ran a 14-yard carry, and then they threw it 3 times and gave the ball back. The 3 incompletions. And you're like, what's going on? Yeah. Seriously, I was like, what are you doing?
Vegas knows.
But until 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter when Vegas calls in and tells Josh Allen and Mahomes what to do, the Bills were controlling the game. Okay. Yeah. But that being said, other than yesterday or Sunday, the Chiefs, I'm in on the Chiefs. I'm not rooting for, but I think they're going to be a good team.
Their record at 5-4 is they're better than their record.
Yeah, but Bills beat them pretty good this weekend.
I will say, I won't say. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, you can say it. I'll give you that. I'll give you the card.
But, dude, Josh Allen's 6-1, I believe, against Mahomes in the regular season. Let's see if he can take that magic that he's got in the regular season to the playoffs.
Is that right?
Yes. He might be 5-1 and 6-1.
Either way, man.
Yeah, he's very, very dominant in the regular season.
I would have guessed 500.
No, he's about to ass on the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be Mahomes, though.
Yeah, in November, we wouldn't see in January and February what that looks like. And they're probably on the trajectory to play each other at some point in the playoffs. Yeah. So this is a matchup we're going to look forward to in January. And then you want to talk about the Monday night game?
Not really.
Okay. Well, the Cowboys can't stop anything.
Yeah, I was going to say Cowboys, Cardinals.
And the Cardinals beat them without their starting quarterback.
I saw a tweet today because actually I kind of...
what other game did you want to cover?
That's it.
Oh.
Rams, Saints, and then Bills, Chiefs.
Oh, cool.
I want to talk MVP, though, quick. My thing's not loaded. Oh, there we go. I want to talk MVP a little bit, but before that, what was I going to say? Oh, the Cowboys. I fell into this where thinking they might be a little bit more legit than we thought they could be because I was super out on
their offense is legit.
Well, dude, but you look at it, they beat the Giants, they beat the Jets,
they should have beat the Eagles,
and they beat the Commanders without their wide receiver, without Debo or McLaurin.
Okay, they should.
That's it. They have 3 wins.
They have 3 wins. They can't stop anything.
Well, I'm just saying, like
their offense is legitimate, but their defense is the worst defense in football. Literally, statistically, everything. They're so bad. They can't stop the run, can't stop the pass. They are bleeding on that side of the ball.
Yes, absolutely. That's why you always take the over in the Dallas games. Okay, Abe. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm also happy to put you on the spot.
Yeah. My MVP?
Yeah. Well, give me maybe 3 or 4 if you want to, but I think it's an interesting conversation this year.
It sucks that this cannot be awarded to a running back, but JT is in my top 3 at this moment in time. I just looked up his stats. He's got 12 touchdowns. He's already almost at 900 yards, averaging 5.7 a carry, throwing another 27 receptions. But JT, he's in my top 3. Do you want me to go 2 more?
I think so, unless you're like, it's JT and I'm moving on.
No, I'll go Drake May. I think he's having one of those seasons with the Patriots sitting at 6-2. My 3rd, I don't know who I'd go for my 3rd. It's not as obvious for me. I mean, Josh Allen obviously can be put there. I'll go with Josh Allen.
Okay.
As my 3rd.
I think that's fine. I'm going to be with you here with the JT. I think it actually is a season where maybe a running back could win. I think last year Allen and
I mean, Saquon had 2K last year.
Yeah, I know, but
and they just get offensive.
Taylor is in line to do that, and he doesn't have a quarterback that takes a ton of rushing touchdowns. Daniel Jones actually sneaks in more than you'd think, but not like Jalen Hurts.
Well, Jalen Hurts, I don't know. Does he have a rushing touchdown this year?
Yeah, he's got 7.
He got 7? Okay.
Or sorry, he's got 5.
Okay.
It's actually an interesting you bring him up. I do want to say Daniel Jones leads the league in passing yards. So
really?
You could go Jones or Taylor, but he's only got 14 thrown touchdowns. Okay. Now, what I want to point out is Matt Stafford's got 2150 passing yards. Daniel Jones at 2400, just to be clear, at the top of the table. But he's got 21. He's got 3 more than the next guy. Touchdowns and only 2 interceptions, Stafford. So I got to throw Stafford up there. He's only, 250 away in yards, which does that really matter? Yeah, I mean, yes, it's better, but he's averaging 270 a game, and Daniel Jones, he's actually averaging less yards per game. Stafford's averaging the most yards per game, and he has the most touchdowns. So he's got 8 games played. Other quarterbacks have 9. I got to put Stafford up there at 21-2.
I just want to throw out this stat for Stafford too. Like the two of the best wide receiving stats ever for a season. He was the quarterback, and then it's Calvin Johnson and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
and Puka would have been before the injuries.
Yeah. I mean, all legitimate reasons for why he kind of fits the mold. It's not like it's necessarily fluky. He's 6th, just to be clear, in passing yards. My next guy, I'm gonna have to.
So you have JT, Matt Stafford.
Yeah, and I guess after that, I end up going with, funny enough, I think Josh Allen.
He's always going to be in the conversation.
Well, I was going to say Hurts, which I think people are going to say is hometown hoops, and it probably is. But the only reason I was going to say that is because, okay, Stafford's got 21 touchdowns thrown. Next is Herbert at 18. He got a few at 17. Where do you think Hurts is? How many touchdowns do you think he's
thrown?
Yeah, so you got number 1 is at 21, number 2 is 18, number 3, and there's a few here, 17. Where do you think Hurts lines up?
13.
Okay, he's got 15 thrown touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Yeah, I know he doesn't turn the ball. He's super efficient.
He's got more passing yards. Well, well, let me see passing yards wise. That's where it hurts because Allen has 13 touchdowns thrown.
Yeah.
And 4 interceptions. So Hurts has more touchdowns thrown.
Less picks.
But nobody cares because it's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to prove a point here a little bit. But Allen does have, I'd say, 200 more yards thrown. No, not even 200 more yards thrown. But he does have 2 more rushing touchdowns. So I think it's between those two. Nobody else stands out enough. I do like Herbert. He's 2nd most in yards thrown.
Herbert's been like up and down.
Yeah, 2nd most touchdowns. He's also got 8 picks, though. So, I mean, believe it or not, I think it's like a Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, but I think leading the pack has to be JT
and
Stafford. I guess Drake May. Drake May's got 17 touchdowns. He's 5th in. I mean, no, Drake May.
Drake May just feels like it. I don't know
Drake
why.
May's in the conversation. I think that's a great pull. I think has the highest quarterback rating at 116. Let me actually click that. No, Lamar does. Sheesh. Not the quarterback rating means everything, and he has been injured,
right?
But Drake May's 2nd, Sam Darnold 3rd, Jared Goff 4th, and then Jalen Hurts is 5th.
Nice. Well, there's only one guy that's got a perfect passer rating for a game
for the season, which is 158. By the way, Lamar Jackson's quarterback rating is 136 on average this year. Drake May in 2nd, 116.
Jesus.
3rd place, 116. 4th place, 115. 5th place, 114.
Lamar's
so 136 is crazy. 136 is way up.
And the Ravens have 3 wins on the season.
He only has 5 games played. I guess he could do something crazy and maybe win MVP, but I think we're kind of where we need to be. I think it's JT, May, Stafford.
I want to see a non-quarterback win.
Me too. Hey, JT's doing what he's got to do to win it.
I was going for Saquon last year, maybe, but
yeah,
they just don't give out that award to non-running backs anymore.
Yeah. Okay. NBA?
Yeah.
All right. You might have to pull a little bit here.
Craziest week ever. I'm seeing these numbers have been. There were like 4 players that scored 50 points in the opening week. It was like Wemby.
Yeah.
Luka.
Austin Reeves. He was like 45 or something.
I didn't know he had 51. That was like this next week though.
Okay.
Lauri Markkanen.
I want to use these cameras more.
And somebody else they're just, the numbers look absolutely ridiculous. But I will say one thing. I don't think the defense has been bad. I just think the players are just so skillful nowadays. Like they're making tough shots. And that's why the average is so high. Like it's ridiculous.
It's funny you say that. I just saw a clip. I think you liked it actually on Instagram of this guy who was known for making bad contested shots.
Okay.
And he won't stop taking them. And he's like in college and he gets a bunch of time. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Anyway, I think you might be onto something too. Just the way AAU ball is played and all that stuff. Maybe they're just better at taking contested shots.
Dude, it's like I don't know if like the field goal percentage. I mean, I get that they're putting up more shots. The game's probably moving a little bit faster, but still, they are just like I don't know what defenses do. Like I think teams are playing really, really good defense. These players they're just spacing the floor out. There's 7 footers that shoot threes now. They can dribble. They can get to the basket. Like it's so hard to play defense.
Yeah. Do you know if there have been ebbs and flows to the scoring in the NBA, or has it always just
like Oscar Robinson's like the 60s, look at his numbers. He was averaging like 30 in a triple double.
Okay.
Like things do change. Jerry West was averaging like 40, Pistol Pete. Like these guys.
It is about like learning the new thing and then
Exploiting
playing
it.
defense against it. Yeah, exploiting it.
Yeah.
Defending it to the point where you can't do it anymore. Learning the new thing.
Yeah.
Exploiting it, so on and so forth. One thing I do want to ask you about, which I don't know how you're ever gonna stop exploiting this. It's a shame. No, it's a person. It's a shame that Greg Popovich is, old and had to retire because, man, I'd have loved to see him play with Wembanyama. Dude, what is your take on how good this guy can be? Because for me, he looks like he might be the MVP this year if he continues what he's doing. If not, at least, I mean, he's 22, maybe
this
23.
is year 3.
And he just looks, he's putting up 40, 50-point games. He's grabbing 13 boards a game. He's dribbling like KD.
He's got the highest average
4 blocks a game. So what is Abe's take on what Wemby can be?
In the words of Michael Jordan, the ceiling is the roof. Like, he is going to be so good, and he's already so good. He literally is an alien. I know his logo is an alien, but the kid is ridiculous. He can do everything at 7'4". He might be still growing.
Dude, he is growing. He gets bigger and bigger every time we see him. I think he's an MVP candidate this year.
Absolutely. And he plays both ends, and he plays so hard on each end. Pause. God damn. Whoa. Dude, I like the Jamaican. They just go, why?
Apologize to the camera.
Why? Pause that. But he literally does. How do I word this? Yeah, he plays well defensively, and then he also plays well offensively. Yeah. And he uses all of his energy on both sides.
He's a great player.
He's a great player, and he keeps on getting better and better. He's a creative player. Like
he feels like a Shohei Ohtani kind of guy, which doesn't really translate to basketball, right? Because everybody plays offense and defense. So, but I don't mean it necessarily in the sense of like, oh, he's like Kawhi Leonard, who's great on offense and defense, or Michael Jordan, who's great on offense and defense. It's like, I don't understand. I think there's a world where Wembanyama is unstoppable. Like there's no, if you do this, I'll do that. And if you do this, then I will do this.
Yeah.
And I think we saw that. I think the closest thing we've seen, which is funny, we're saying this guy is close to Wemby as it's, I would say Kevin Durant, where Shaq, like in theory, if you were able to keep Shaq away from the basket, he wouldn't score. Now, I'm not saying that's easy or necessarily possible because of how strong he is, but if Shaq got the ball at the 3-point line and Olajuwon was here, like it would take a lot for Shaq to get all the way to a point where he would comfortably shoot that ball. KD, I'll shoot right over you. Oh, you want to press me too tight out here? I'll go by you and drive and dunk because I am 7 feet tall. I don't actually know where the difference between KD and Wemby is, but for whatever reason, I think Wemby somehow checks one more box that I didn't even know existed.
His wingspan 7'9",
and it's literally, I watch him and I'm like, there's nothing you can do. He's so much taller than everybody. Yeah. He can shoot well. Yeah. He can dribble well. He plays excellent defense. It's like you leave him out there, he'll shoot and score. Yeah. You press him, he might still just shoot and score because he can't reach his strategy. I mean, it's just, am I going crazy, or is he really a guy that's like, what are you supposed to do with him?
There's not much you can do to him. The best defense is pray. I mean, you heard Lou Will say that about Kevin Durant, but like honestly, he's in the same boat because the only weakness I would say is maybe his strength, but he's looked pretty strong this season. He's been on the block. Like you can't really move him that much with the rules that they play with in the NBA nowadays as well. So he's just a tough out every single night.
Yeah, and I mean the Spurs are 5-1. So it is real. It is legit. It's not just a guy who's, fluky getting all the points because no one else is scoring. Dylan Harper looks pretty good. 2nd overall pick.
They have a good squad. I love their team they still have De'Aaron Fox coming back from injury. They've got Devin Vassell shoots for lights out. They got Keldon Johnson coming off the bench. They've got Sohan, I don't think has played yet this season. He's a 6'9" guy that locks in on defense. Got Chris Paul, a Hall of Famer on their bench. You can go on and on about their team.
Yeah, the Texas teams are really fun this year. There's storylines everywhere because you do have Dylan Harper there too, who's again no slouch of his own. I mean, obviously Wemby's incredible, but second overall pick, and he's a damn good player. I think if VJ wasn't doing so great, he would be the number one rookie right now. Cooper Flagg is coming into his own down in Dallas. That team's kind of figuring it out. Did the brothers watch Drake and Josh? You watch Drake and Josh or not really?
Love Drake and Josh.
So you know the whole Megan thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen those memes, dude?
Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
There's an alley-oop to their like 2 meme pages, just lobbed it up perfectly. And
I was gonna send that to you earlier, but I was like, I don't know if Abe.
I love Drake and Josh.
All right, cool. I'll start sending.
I'm trying to think of the theme song right now.
Oh yeah, why can't I? I keep singing the Friends one.
What is the theme song? I love it. I can sing every word once I start. Like, give me the first note.
It's like how it ends.
He was inside. It's gonna take some time
to realign. But if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Nice. Yeah.
Looking over your shoulder,
you know that they always be picking you up when you're down. So just turn around. See what people. Yeah. Good John.
Great
Dude,
show.
Austin Reeves averaging 31-1. That's
oh my god, yeah.
crazy.
These, like I said, these guys are hooping. Yeah, but also AR-15.
That's what I'm saying.
AR-15.
He's a white.
He is white, but he's hooping out there.
That's crazy.
You ever see like he talks about like when he was in high school, or it might have been like G League or something, but he was like, people were like guarding him. He's like, I got the white guys, like, it's gonna be bad for you. It's gonna be a problem. Like, he's always been a dog.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him in doing a locker room interview. I mean, he's playing great, but it sounds like he's having a good time too, because he's like, I'm tired of LeBron getting all these like father-son things. I think I'm the first one to throw a lob to a father and a son.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's pretty good.
I wanted to look. I was just looking at the like you said, the stats have been ridiculous for this season, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players currently through 6 or 7 games averaging over 30 plus points. Can you name them?
Well, I'm looking at some, so I'm cheating here.
Okay.
But I'll lock my screen because I was looking at stats in general and clicking different ones, but there's got to be Shea.
Yep, Shea's up there.
There's got to be Giannis.
Yep.
Giannis is 1 at 34 because he was who was going to next, because there's 34 and 14 or 13 or 14 rebounds. He's definitely in the MVP conversation with the
He
Wemby,
is the MVP.
with the Wemby bloke. You got Maxey at 33.5 or something
33.7, yep.
This I never would have got except I was looking at it. Laurie Markkinen.
Like I said, he had a 50 ball.
Yeah. So you got Laurie, and then the 5th guy is who we were just chatting about, AR-15. And now I definitely don't have 6 and 7. So I'm going to go Brunson.
No, Brunson's 8.
I saw Brunson pretty high.
And there's only 6, sorry.
Oh, there's 6?
Yeah, there's 6.
Brunson's he's
number
29.
29 flat.
So there's a 30 ball out there that I'm unaware of. I guess
exactly 30.
It could be Luka, but I don't know if he counts.
It's not Luka. He's not. Yeah, he doesn't qualify because he's only played 3 games, but he's averaged. I think he had 150 in the first 4 games.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is 7th, so he's averaging 29.5.
I just want to put on the record here, my 2 misses have been 7th and 8th. I'm looking for 6.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, D-Book.
D-Book is averaging 30 flat.
He knows ball.
He does know ball. That's congratulations. I don't think I've got that. But dude, shout out to Maxey.
I mean, I did some cheating.
Shout out to Maxey.
Maxey looks good, dude. I love at first, yes, at first, but we talked about the 3 guards, the lack of size there necessarily, but we're blowing out the Bulls right now. We haven't really been looking at the screen, but I think we're up like 20.
Yeah, 18 at the moment. About to be 20 with these 2 freebies.
Yeah. But I think what I found is that these championship teams, they have depth. Like, that's the whole point of it. It's like, the teams who win have a rookie who overperforms. That's how you win championship.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if we continue how we're doing, we don't even need Paul George to come back and beat Paul George. We need him to come average 16 to 18 and play some good defense. And Embiid's been great. He just plays 20 minutes. But when he plays, he's really, I like
the first game he was bad. He's picked it up since then. But he's averaged like 20 and 20 minutes.
My overs.
Yeah.
I mean, FanDuel's got him at 18.5, and I'm ripping smashing that every time. So
I love it.
Yeah, I kind of like what I'm seeing out of the Sixers. I think
Me too.
Grimes
Grind
is,
QG.
yeah, I mean, I think sometimes he's a bit of a jack, but
He's got a good jump shot.
he does.
He's got good
He was 1 for 10 from 3
I
more
don't
games.
love that.
It's a little crazy.
Dude, the one thing I am nervous about, though, I'm looking at this. Tyrese Maxey is playing 42 and a half minutes a night. That is not sustainable. I get that we're not the healthiest
Making him at
bunch,
night.
but 42 and a half is not good. It's not sustainable for a full season. I get that he's, fourth year in the NBA, but still, we cannot run this man into the ground.
Do you think, well, we have Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry, who are not
They're
playable.
not going to play.
They're not playable.
Yeah.
So instead of signing someone else, we just said we're going to wait for McCain to come back.
Which he's back tonight.
I know, but I'm saying if we see 42 continue, let's raise the flag.
Yes.
But I think that has a lot to do with it.
I agree with you, but I'm just saying that number on the screen right now does not look good, and it's not sustainable. He cannot do this for a full season. I want to shout out to Giannis, too. He's averaging 34 and 32 and a half minutes a night. Wow. And his efficiency, so like great players for efficiency are like above 30. Like that's phenomenal. That's like a Jokic season. I think the numbers.
What do you mean above 30?
Like efficiency rating is like 30 is like peak. Like that's like the best a player can play. Yeah. And Jokic probably with this MVP season is probably like 36.
Like PER, player efficiency rating? Oh, yeah.
36, 37. Giannis right now is sitting at 43. I get it's only a small sample size, 6 games played, but he's sitting at 43.
He's the guy to do that shit all year, though.
Shit is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Averaging 13 rebounds, 7 assists.
I mean, Giannis has been, I know it's been Jokic, Embiid, Tatum, but that's kind of because of voter fatigue. Like, Giannis is sneaky.
Well, and injuries as well.
Yeah, but he's been third in the MVP race since he went back to back. Like, he could he's still great.
Yeah.
Like, I think we take for granted, like, being top 5, being in the MVP race at all, you're unreal.
Yeah. All these guys that are in the NBA are unbelievable.
Yeah, they're already crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that like people like would shit on Embiid for coming in second, it's like, bro, what? I was the second best player in the world.
Yeah.
Like Giannis being top 5 for the past, like if LeBron didn't exist,
6, 7
we
years.
would be talking about Giannis differently.
Yeah.
6 years in a row, top 4.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He brought a championship to Milwaukee too, so there's nothing to slouch.
Yeah.
To slouch at.
So it's a little bit early in the NBA season, but I'm just going to run through maybe top 6 or so teams on each side because after that it gets a little bit boring. So a couple of surprises on both sides. We'll start off on the West. And you chime in where you want to, but OKC 7-0, leading the way. Yeah. Not really surprising.
Champs.
Spurs number 2 at 5-1. We talked enough about them,
but they have a great young core.
Totally agree.
Wemby.
Yeah, definitely surprising, but I'm happy to see that, and they are fun to watch. Followed by Lakers at 6-2, Nuggets and Rockets both at 4-2, and then the Timberwolves at 4-3. My perspective, I like that top 6 as far as entertainment value is concerned. You do have the Warriors and Clippers and Suns and a little bit underneath them. I think those are the 3 teams that I would like to see sort of advance with those other 6 to some extent. So Mavericks down at 2-5, a little bit irksome. I would like to see Cooper Flag and that team be a little bit more successful, but the West shaking out to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think that the East may have more. I guess they're kind of top heavy too, but the East is really good this year. But to stay on the West, I love obviously what the Spurs are doing. The Rockets, they look pretty good. They don't really have a point guard. They're figuring that out.
Yeah,
but
Kevin Durant, of an experiment, but they're winning. They just have. It's almost like they have great players.
Yeah,
that white power forward dude or
Shangoon, Shangoon is so good.
Yeah,
Steve Adams, I think the best complimentary player in the NBA. He's not out there to score, but he does his job so well.
Yeah, well, he better not. They got enough people trying to score the ball on that team.
If Steven Adams is your leading scorer. Who else did you say was up there in the West? And the Lakers without LeBron so far.
And Luke has been out.
Yeah, Luke has been out, but AR's been holding it down. And then when Luka comes back, he's Luka.
Yeah, I mean I like to see. I don't know if I like to see the Lakers win, but I am a LeBronite, so
yeah,
I am. If he wins one more, averaging 26, 8, and 7, then I'm gonna count it and the foul.
And I was super skeptical of JJ Redick stepping in as an analyst, right to a head coaching job, but he's been phenomenal for that team.
Yeah,
so I'll give him where props due where props. Yeah.
All right. quick run through the East. Two surprises, I would say, at the top. You got the Sixers and the Bulls. I think both of them were. I think Bulls probably actually had more optimism moving into this season, just with young talent. Maybe not this particular season, but Sixers are definitely on the downward, whereas the Bulls were on the upward. Except VJ Edgecombe looks great. McCain looks like great. Maxey looks great. We hit 3 years in a row or whatever, 3 out of 4 years, however many this is. Sixers look awesome. We talked enough about that. We'll talk more about it. Sixers look healthy.
Year. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's really what it is.
Well, and they're not even that healthy yet, but the players that have started the season are still in the court playing and balling.
Yeah. So then you got the Bulls. I mean, Vukovic is doing what he's always been doing. In the shadows, looking great. Josh Giddey looks good.
Josh Giddey.
Yeah. Move on from the Bulls. We'll see how long they can uphold this 5-1 performance. But followed by the Bucks, Pistons, Heat, Knicks, and Cavaliers, all 5-2 or 4-3. So a bit tight in the middle of the Eastern Conference standings, but I would say just about what we thought would happen. Now, two teams,
the two
lower
teams
tier, Magic and Celtics. I am a bit surprised about. I guess the Pacers too, but with Halliburton's injury, they're 1-6.
Looking for a pick this year, maybe.
We are still early. I would expect. Was Tatum going to play at all this year or not?
He wants to play, but Achilles is no joke.
I still think Boston ends up better than a sub 500 team.
They'll make the playoffs. Boston always makes the playoffs. They're just built like that.
And then the Magic, I think. I mean, they're 3-4. It's early. I think they can turn it around. Yeah. Maybe they need to add a piece to really make a real effort in the playoffs, but I think they have a good squad.
Yeah. P5 is just taking bad shots to start the season. He needs to just start playing that bully ball.
He's a little cockier than expected.
Yeah, he's just taking bad mid-range jumpers. He just takes threes and then just bully ball because he can play that all day. But they'll figure it out, I'm sure. It's early in the season.
Yeah. Okay. Enough NBA. Should we call the Formula One expert or no? We don't have to.
Yeah,
no, we don't have to. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, you're the Formula One expert now.
Well, yeah, listen. So we went to Austin for the old man's birthday. Shout out Pierre turning 60. It was quite the experience. A bit outdated at this point, but ultimately we flew down. We saw 3 days worth of racing. There was a practice circuit. Then there was the sprint race. There's only 6 a year.
Yeah.
So we kind of got lucky that Austin was one of those that had the sprint race in them. That was extremely entertaining. Dude, you can smell the brakes. So we were at the end of a straightaway, and then there was a relatively sharp turn coming right after it. So very good passing opportunity. DRS coming in towards the end of it. Yeah. So just a lot of passing opportunities. Verstappen cooked all weekend. He qualified first for the sprint race, led the whole sprint race, qualified first for the race, led the whole race.
One
is what it is. Hulkenberg looked great in qualifiers and practice all week. I don't think he ended up finishing all that. I think he was maybe top 10, but
okay. That's good points for him.
Yeah. But ultimately,
those are the guys that caught your eye, though.
Yeah. Well, the biggest. Well, Hulkenberg caught our eye for definitely the beginning of the weekend. The race within the race though was Norris and Leclerc.
Okay.
Piastri was a little bit behind. I think he finished 5th or 6th. Maybe he leaked up to 4th eventually, but was leading him behind. But the 2nd and 3rd, Leclerc led for about 2/3 of the race. Norris was always trying to catch him. Eventually did. But yeah, man, the experience was really cool. I didn't realize how much they race and how long. We were at the track for 6-8 hours some days because they'll practice and then they go eat lunch and they rehydrate and we go eat lunch and we rehydrate and then we come back to our seats and then we leave our seats. And some people are there and some people are only there Sunday. And it was the deep was there. Yeah. So it was cool. It was interesting. I would say plan a whole trip around it. It's not like you go to
just the race. So you got to go to the practice sessions. You got to go.
Yeah. If you went to Dallas to see a Cowboys game,
you just go for the game.
You could go to the game and then do Dallas things the rest. For F1, you make sure you're near the state. It's all about being there essentially. So, but it was cool. We went out, we had good drinks too. It's expensive, dude.
I know.
mean, you think football games are expensive?
Well, it's at 3 days as
shit.
well, and you're just at their mercy because
Oh my god,
the merchandisers are just them. You
yeah,
gotta go to them.
yeah. So, but no, it was great. It was cool to see Verstappen cook. Honestly, I think we've had enough of him winning, but the past 2 years since we kind of started the podcast, we've been a curse to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did he end up winning last year anyway, or was
He
it
won
no,
last
he
year,
did?
he won,
Okay,
yeah.
but McLaren won the cup.
Yeah, the Constructors Championship.
So I mean, he still won, but we are watching a season where he's not winning quite as much. So it was cool he's making a historic comeback.
Yeah.
If he does what he did in the past 5 races for the last 5 races, he will end up winning.
Mhm.
So he's doing what he can. But anyway, yeah, sorry. If you want to tell the people a little bit more about what's going on as far as standings and recent races, because I know they were in Austin. They've since raced in Mexico.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a podium that changed some of the standings. So talk to people through that. Ultimately, my experience in Austin was great.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun time. I'm for sure gonna get to one of these F1
Yeah, dude, we
races.
have to.
It sounds like Austin is like the perfect one to go to
It is pretty
as
great.
far as
It was
being
hot,
in
though.
America. Yeah, you can take a little heat. I mean, it's a little bit cooler around here at this time of year as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as Luke was saying, after Austin, what'd you say?
You have that?
I do not have this. This is Mexico? Or no, the standings?
Yeah, and
Okay.
and the race over race.
Oh, nice. I didn't see that. So yeah, after Austin, they did stay in North America. They went to the Mexican Grand Prix in Mexico City. That's another interesting one that I would love to go to.
Well, I was asking about that as far as like where they go, and I was like, well, why were they in Miami so long ago? And now they're still here. Miami's a bit of a weird one, but right now they are doing like
It'll be
Texas,
Brazil
Mexico, and I think they're going back. They're doing Vegas next.
Okay.
Or maybe stay in South America, or maybe keep going up or something. But
Got you.
there is strategy to the geographical location.
That makes sense. I mean, it's $1 billion sport. They should for sure figure this thing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mexico was another great race. And for most of the season, we've seen Piastri kind of dominate the leaderboards. But we've had a change. We've had a swap, and it's by
overall.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In the Drivers' Championship by 1 point.
So Norris took the lead.
Norris took the lead over Piastri with the results from these last 2 races. What was it? Second place in Austin for?
I think so.
Second place, we had 18 points.
Yeah.
I don't think he qualified or got any points in the sprint race then.
I guess not. I don't know if that counts sprint races though.
Okay. So 18 points in.
So what did Piastri do then?
So he crashed out in one of the races.
Oh, okay.
Like him and I believe Norris.
So it wasn't 1-2, and it was just tight. How
Yeah.
many points what was the switch? Like 20 points worth? 15?
Where is Piastri?
25.
So he had 10 points. Yeah.
So
10
15 point swing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So that changes the dynamic very, very largely. And
how was Verstappen? What was the podium?
So I don't have that on hand.
Isn't it right here? It should be 25, 18, and 15.
So it was Lando, Leclerc, and then Verstappen.
Okay.
So Leclerc, Ferrari did pretty well these past 2 weekends. So he had great results in the North Americas. Maybe he's got good luck in North America. Maybe Vegas.
Yeah, maybe. I got a Ferrari shirt. It's super fresh.
Let's go.
I'm excited to wear it more often. Well, I guess it can't be less often because I just got it, but I'm excited to wear it often.
Nice. But yeah, Lando Norris has taken the lead on the F1 Drivers' Championship, and there's a few more races left. So
4 more races. I'm sorry. You're right. Brazil, then Las Vegas, then Qatar. Where's ARE?
Abu Dhabi.
ARE is Abu Dhabi?
I want to say it's the last race because that's where the Verstappen and Hamilton incident happened like 3 years ago.
Interesting.
Abu Dhabi.
Oh, Bierman ended up 4th. Good for him.
Ali.
Wow. That's his biggest race of the year.
Let's go.
It's his best finish.
It's huge. Was he in the Haas?
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. I love seeing different teams on the podium too.
Russell's racing really well, dude. I like Russell. So what? Russell's 4th, Leclerc's 5th.
In the Drivers' Championship?
What's up with Hamilton, man? He stinks.
He's old.
He stinks.
He's old.
Yeah, he's washed.
Yeah, they can't get the best out of that car for him, but Leclerc is doing pretty well in that car. I think there might be new regulations next year.
Yeah.
So I think it's like an even ball game next year.
I'm just waiting for Audi. I'm gonna root for Audi.
Is that next year or is that in 2 years?
I think it's next year.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be a Hulkenberg fan.
And there's going to be 22 cars on the grid. If they're adding 2 more cars.
They're not taking the team off.
That'll be interesting as well. I don't know how that works out.
Yeah, I don't have the.
It's Audi and Porsche, so I'm going for that team as well.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Let's go. Francois is going to root for them too.
Huge. I mean, new kids on the block.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I know we have some other things. If you want to talk NCAA football or basketball, you can go.
I don't have to.
But,
I mean,
I didn't have.
There's not much.
We're an hour 20 in.
Yeah.
It's our first day back. I'm okay where we are. I think there were some. Ohio State cooked Penn State, which I think everybody knew would happen. Yeah. Penn State looks horrible this year.
Yeah. Interim coach, like
Oklahoma's up and down. Texas is starting to look like they're playing a little bit better.
Their
football.
Offense was good. They tried to give away the game last week.
Yeah.
They still pulled it out. I mean, they're 6-2. They could sneak into the playoffs. They keep on winning, but they've got A&M and Georgia to play. So.
Yeah. Vanderbilt looked legit for a little bit there, but I think they started getting cooked recently by the real SEC team. So pretty much with Vanderbilt, the best they could ever be. Competitive, but when they play Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee,
it looks a little bit different,
yeah. So I mean, we can segue right into the 2-minute drill, Abe, if you want. I don't know. There's the only 2 things we had left, and I think there's a lot of season left to talk NCAA.
Okay. I don't really. I guess I'll say this thing because we didn't say it in the baseball segment. But not you, me.
Oh shit.
This happened in the MLB, but Will Smith, the catcher for the Dodgers, has won 6 straight World Series championships with 3 different teams.
Yeah,
with 3 different teams. So I don't know,
4
different teams. So, like, honestly, if you want to win a World Series, just pick up Will Smith. And then my last thing that I will say, I should shout this out at the beginning of the podcast, but these hats right here, Good Human Ranch, doesn't cost anything to be a good human. Shout out to Andrew Linder out there. These hats are so fresh. Go out there and cop them. I don't know his website, but we should put it here, editor, if you're editing. Trying to make your job harder.
Yeah, all right, enough of that. What did you just say?
William Smith.
Yeah. Smith. Do you know
the teams?
No, but like, you're joking a little bit.
What?
It wasn't all the same guy.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, just so people know, there's another catcher named Will Smith.
Oh, really? So they got me.
This Will Smith won it in 2020 with the Dodgers. The other Will Smith.
Oh, well, Will Smith won.
Yes.
Either way.
Yes, exactly. The other Will Smith won it 3 years in a row. He went Astros. I should just be able to do this off the top of my head. It was Braves in 21, Astros in 22. It might have been Astros twice or something like that. But then anyway.
Is he a catcher as well?
Yeah. But then it went back to Dodgers Will Smith 2 years in a row. So it's been 6 straight years of Will Smith, the catcher, won a World Series. But yeah, no, not this same guy. 2 guys.
Well, it's Will Smith.
It is Will Smith.
And he's a catcher.
And he's a rapper.
And he's a rapper. He's not a capper.
He's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. All right, my 2-minute drill. Yeah, this is another hat. Costs nothing to be a good human. Go purchase at goodhumanranch.com or something like that. Follow it on Instagram. Or go look up Andrew M. Linder. My 2-minute drill, Ave.
What you got?
As far as rankings are concerned, similar to the Premier League or soccer.
Arsenal.
You get points for winning. Yeah, Arsenal.
Up the Arsenal.
Number 1. That's all we need to cover Premier League wise. Arsenal's number 1 by far, by the way. The best.
Like a 6-point.
Yeah.
lead.
So, in tennis, there are different tournaments that are worth different amount of points, and winning gives you this many or that many.
Yeah.
Similar to golf, sort of similar to soccer, but not quite. In world men's tennis, the world number 1,000 is closer to number 3 than the world number 3 is to number 2. That is how much better Carlos Alcaraz and Sinner are than the rest of the field. Let me just read you the points. I don't know.
You say the 1,000th player in
Yes.
the world in the world tennis rankings.
Yes. Let me read you the points. I don't know exactly how they're weighted, so bear with me for whatever. But Sinner is number 1. He has 11,500 points. Alcaraz is number 2. He has 11,250 points. Number 3 is, I don't know how to say it. Zverev. He's from Germany. He's got 5,560 points. Number 1,000 is Kobelsi from the Netherlands. He has 24 points, but 24 is closer to 5,500 than 5,500 is to 11,250.
That's so insane.
It's unreal how much better these two are. I mean, we talked about it before. It's Nadal and Federer all over again. Djokovic kind of got caught up in the middle, like end of their prime, beginning of these guys. But so he's kind of a rogue ranger out there. But these two are history repeating itself for sure.
It just sucks to be another tennis player in this era.
Yeah, dude.
Well, honestly, for the last 20 years, it sucks to be
a
tennis player.
Like, if not for Djokovic, then all of them would have just been smoked by everybody. Because like Nadal still had it. It's just that Djokovic started, being a bit better, kind of like Alcaraz and Sinner are doing to him now.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it would have just been like screwed the whole way through. All right. Well, that's all I had. You got anything you want to add?
Episode 50. It's been a blast. We'll be back with another one next week.
We will indeed. As always, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Please like, comment, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, X, Instagram. That's enough. If you can do that, that's fine. Share with your friends. Hey, people don't have time to watch sports these days. We're busy. They're getting married. They're having kids. They're moving places. They're getting new jobs. They're going on vacations. All you got to do is take an hour and a half, listen to us. We'll catch you up. No worries. Yeah. So thank you as always. We appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Go get the hat.